A very good morning, 6th class. We have completed this chapter 8, Rural Livelihood. And in this video, we will do the question answer of this chapter. Okay? So, you will do all the question answer in your fair notebook and write attentively. Okay? So, the first question is there. Explain the significance of the following terms. A. Large farmers. It means a farmer with own big plot of land who do not cultivate their land. The next one, B. Small farmers. It means farmers having agricultural land of 1 or 2 hectares. They and their families cultivate the land themselves. Is it clear? Now the next one, C. Narega. Narega means National Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2005. In that, government that give 100 days employment for people, but if government fails in that duty, means the government will give unemployment allowance for people. So you will note down, write neat and clean. Do not mistake while writing, especially in spellings. Now the next B part is there. Answer the following questions. The first question, list the different categories of farmers in India. Who is the poorest among them and why? So answer is there. Note down. Different categories of farmers. These are big farmers, medium farmers, small farmers, marginal farmers, landless farmers. Landless farmers is the poorest among them. They do not possess any cultivate land. They are employed by the big farmers to work on their huge farm. Okay? Write down. You will write as it is given. Now the next question is there. What is meant by subsistence farming? Answer is there. Subsistence farming is practiced by a farmer to meet needs of his family. The size of the land holding is small. Got it? Now the next third question is there. For what kind of work do large farmers hire agricultural laborers? So answer is there. Large farmers hire farm laborers to work on their fields. They employ landless farmers to cultivate their fields and pay them either by cash or by giving them a portion of the crop produced by them. Is that clear? Note down. Now the next question is there. Question number 4. What are the situations for which farmers have to take loans? Answer is there. Farmers need agricultural loans when they do not have enough resources to buy seeds and pesticides. They take loans from the money lenders to buy seeds and pesticides or rent agricultural implement such as tractor, thresher. Okay, so note down. Now the next question is there. List, this one is the 5th question. List the different types of livelihood in a village besides agricultural. So, besides farming, people. Here you will write the correct spelling. Now people living in rural areas indulge in other occupations, and these are fishing, dairy farming, poultry farming, handicraft. Other are such as shopkeeper, carpenters, blacksmith, cobbler, tailors, milkman, potters, weavers, etc. Is that clear? Now the next question is there. How does Narega help the villagers? Narega is to be implemented mainly by Gram Panchayats. It aims to ensure livelihood, security in rural areas by providing at least 100 days of wage employment in a year to every household. It offers unskilled manual work to adults who volunteer to work. And work is not provided within 15 days of applying. Applicants are entitled to an unemployment allowance. Got it? Here you will write if. Is that clear, students? Now the next question is there. These are creative analysis and evaluation based questions. The first one is given. Why do agricultural laborers in the village migrate to towns and cities in certain months of a year? Migrate means move from one place to another in search of food, jobs and shelter. Okay, so here is also given about the agricultural laborers. Why do they go? Why do they migrate to town and cities in certain months of a year? So the agricultural laborers are either landless or own very less land. As a result, they are unable to earn money throughout the year, and this forces them migrate to other place in search of jobs. Got it? Now the next one. Why don't we hear of people migrating from towns and cities to villages? This is because towns and cities have more facilities and jobs opportunities for people. One of the major reasons why the youth migrate from the rural areas to urban areas is simply because they are not finding employment opportunities in rural areas they find themselves in. Education is another reason for rural urban migration of people. Got it? So note down. You will write only these questions. Now in your book also given some MCQs you have to do yourself. Okay, have you studied the chapter? So you can do very easily. The first MCQ is given here. The term subsistence farmer refers to. There are given the three options. The first one, farmers who produce just enough food for themselves with a little left for selling. And the next one, farmers who do not grow enough even to feed their own family. The next C option is there, landless farmers. So which one is correct? You also have noted down about the subsistence farming. What is the meaning of subsistence farming, students? Subsistence farming is practiced by a farmer to meet needs of his family. Okay, and size of the land holding is small. So, which option is correct? Now the second question, dairy farm raise goat, chicken, cows. Which one is correct? Dairy farming. For selling the milk. Choose the correct answer yourself. Now the third, which of these is not a farming activity? Sowing and harvesting. These are the farming activity, but fishing is not. So and the fourth one, which of these leads to migrate of villagers to town and cities? Options are there. First one, better house in cities. Second one, unemployment for many months in a year. And the C one, better health facilities. So which one is correct? The migration of villagers to town and cities. Why? Unemployment for many months in a year. That's why they migrate. The fifth one also given here. 1/5 of agricultural farmers belong to this category. Options are there. There are the three options. The first one is small farmers, large farmers, and marginal farmers. So 1/5. These are large farmers. Now true or false are also given here. Large farmers won on the farm themselves. Is that true? No. The second one, small farmers have to borrow money from large farmers. Yes. You will write yourself. And the next one, third one, majority of the farmers in India are large farmers. No. Majority of farmers in India are small farmers. The fourth one, fishing is the main occupation of the people in the coastal area. Yes. And the fifth one, Narega ensure 100 days of employment to every household in a year. Yes, this one is the true. So match the following also given here. You will do this question yourself. Okay students, in your book one story also given here. Story of Babuli. And Babuli denotes a landless farmer in Bengal. So let's start reading. I am Babuli. We do not own my land. The landlord calls me and my husband during the sowing and harvesting season. First I go for transplanting paddy. Here Babuli is a type of landless farmer. Okay, and transplanting paddy, this is a type of rice crops. Bending for long hours with my feet in water. Look at the situation given in this picture. It's very painful. He calls us again for weeding. He also calls my husband for spraying pesticides. Finally, he calls us again for the harvesting. When there is no work on the farm, we have to find work outside. Outside where? They migrate. They migrate to nearby towns and cities in search of petty jobs. Okay, and life is extremely hard for landless farmers as they cannot make their both ends meet. And students, you know very well, nearly 2/5 of all rural families in our country are agricultural laborers. Okay, so either breaking stones at the highway construction sites or loading sand from the river nearby into trucks. It means for the rest of the time they are forced to look for alternative jobs. Das Babu pays me and my husband only rupees 50 per day, but I come here because I can depend on him to call me whenever there is work. I ask for more, he might call somebody else who will readily work for that much. Now, some questions are also given about this story. The first one is describe the work that Babuli does. Which type of work she is doing? Landless farmer. Okay, and landless farmers means they are employed by the big farmers to work on their huge farms. Okay, and they work in the fields only during a couple of months in a year during sowing and harvesting seasons. And the next question is here, what crops are grown in the farm where she works? What crops? So rice crops. Rice crops. Okay, and why do you think she accepts such low wages? Why? Because at some times life is extremely hard for landless farmers as they cannot make their both ends meet. Okay, and one also the story also given here about the farmers, problems of debt among farmers. Let me read. Small farmers often have to borrow money from the money lenders to buy seeds. Okay, they borrow money from money lenders. For why? To buy seeds, fertilizers and pesticides for their farms. Because they do not have enough resources, okay, to buy seeds, fertilizers and pesticides, so that's why they borrow money from money lenders. The money lenders give this money on high interest, and small farmers lack irrigation facilities like tube wells. They depend heavily on monsoon. Failure of monsoon runs their crops. Excessive rains or flood also damage their crops. Okay, this picture shows the drought conditions. In such a situation, they are unable to pay back the loans. And this one is picture that shows excessive rains cause damage to crops. Okay, so at times they are forced to borrow more money to survive. Means after selling their produce, they pay back their loans. At times they are forced to sell their produce at low rates to pay back their loans. If the crops fail, they get into a debt trap, and they may even be forced to sell a part of their land to pay off the debts. So, if his crops fail 2 or 3 times in a row, a farmer is even forced to sell off his land to pay off his debts. Soon, the loans become so large that no matter what they earn, and they are unable to repay. This is what is called debt trap. And sometimes farmers take loan in case of a marriage or an emergency in the family. And when they are unable to pay it back, they are forced to mortgage their land or to sell it. This makes them poorer as they become landless. In recent years, debt trap has become a major cause of distress among farmers. We often hear of farmers committing suicide because of this. It is not said that a farmer who produces food and seeds to entire population of the country has no food or his family. Okay. And also here is given in Madhya Pradesh, farming and collection from the forest are important sources of livelihood. People collect mahua, tendu leaves and honey. Tendu leaves is used to make the bidi. In countryside, this is also known as cigarette. Okay, by selling these, they earn additional income. And students, here is given some information about the NREGA. So, Government of India initiative in improving the conditions of farmers. The National Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2005, renamed as the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, is a measure that aims to guarantee the right to work. It is also known as NREGA or Manrega. It aims to ensure livelihood security in rural areas by providing at least 100 days of wage employment in a year to every household. It offers unskilled manual work to adults who volunteer to work. And NREGA is to be implemented by Gram Panchayats. If work is not provided within 15 days of applying, applicants are entitled to an employment allowance. So now our chapter is over. Read this chapter attentively and carefully, and you will also note down the question answer and exercise question answer you will also note down in your notebook, but exercise also given in your book, that is you will do yourself. Is that clear? So these are the questions. In next video we will do our next chapter,